as far as I remember now, I think we had been thinking about this for some time, the idea of a long march like the Selma Montgomery March. So there was a vote in favour of that. I don't remember the precise dates any longer. There was a vote in favour of that. Most of the People's Democracy meetings were held in the Students' Union in the big hall there. There was another meeting which was held in the science block for some odd reason. And that meeting voted to call it off. But a lot of us felt that meeting was, a completely different group of people. This was part of the problem with the very amorphous structure. So a third meeting was held to call it on again. And the Young Socialists had decided they would do it anyway. So whether that was right or not, the march took place.
And so we thought this was a great idea, just as, Martin Luther King was walking into the capital of discrimination and going into Montgomery, Alabama. We were going to do the same and going into Derry. That was the message we wanted to get across. And we were at least I think a lot of us were extremely naive. We asked for and got permission to go on that march. The decision was made that we were going to march the route which would go through both Catholic and Protestant areas to demonstrate that we were non-sectarian.
When Unionists looked at the route, it looked to Unionists as if this was a coat trailing exercise.
And again, I'm near the front, and there's a shout, and it's like there's a shout and somebody's running down a field and something lands in the road, and I know that I stop, and I'm told I was struck, but what's happened is the jar in the road. There's an explosion in the road in front of me. It's a bottle, and it's not a bottle. It's a squat jar, and it lands and explodes, and I actually I actually must have gone down on the road at some point. And the next thing I know, because somebody's got a stick, and I don't actually. I was told I was hit. But I don't remember this. I really don't remember being hit. But I was told, because it was the only explanation for me being down on the road. And these friends of mine pick me up and they run with me because I can't move.
Burntollet, obviously, what it was a reaction largely on the part of Unionists to halt what was a coat trailing exercise, really.
I was there, and we were absolutely shocked and horrified. I mean, certainly I was. I couldn't believe it when this man who looked like my father, in a good tweed coat, came up to the march at Burntollet, where we were having spent the night in Claudy. And I thought he was just going to ask for information. But instead, he took my little furry hood down from the coat I was wearing, which was a rabbit coat. And he produced a chair leg with nails sticking out of it. And he hit me just there very, very hard. So I fell down, and my friend Kitty O'Kane got me up on my feet, but he kept going. He pulled down the hood again and hit me again.
Within my community, and again, there wasn't enough. And I think I was shielded to a certain degree, very inquisitive. And again, yes, I would have watched that and I would have seen it. And I know, because later on in the years, I had the same feeling. Watching it, I was sort of going, no, that couldn't be right. There's or something. You know, I mean, this was the start of my questioning.